Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy sunny Wednesday. Again, gorgeous. Okay, so Wednesday, worldly wisdom. So what happens? I tune into spirit, usually going directly to source energy, creator, however you choose to see that kind of pure source energy. And I ask what they would like to share with you all here on this page, and then I bring the message to you, and then on Wednesday I do a live stream, and if there's something that comes up around healing, then we do some healing. Oh, so lovely to see you from Australia, Carol. Wow. Okay, how are you doing? It's really good to see you pop up here. I hope it's all going, not Australia, New Zealand. Okay, beautiful, lovely to see you. Yes, I was just saying my Wednesday worldly wisdom. So, bringing through a message from, hi Jenny, bringing through a message from source, or whichever energy, chooses to come in to share the message out. So yesterday, another beautiful day in London, and I was sitting on Tooting Common and bring through a message for you. Whenever I do these live streams, before I do them, I always go, oh, I've got so much to say, and I've got all these clever things to talk about, and then I get on here and I waffle, and yeah, so maybe I'll just read the message from source, and that will explain it all. But it was really interesting because it was I always tune into source energy, and I have my own personal relationship with God, source, creator, however you choose to see it. For me, it's an energy, as we all are, as everything is, of unconditional love. So I always go there first whenever I'm doing any healing, because then I'm sort of assured that the pureness of it, for the highest and best good of all. So when I tuned in and said, okay, so what's the message for today? And the instant reply was, let's talk about me today, shall we? And I was thinking, oh, okay, and it automatically went into, I talk to God all the time, but do I ever say that I do that? Because I'm not religious in any way, and God has always kind of been associated with religion in my growing up. So it wasn't something that was part of me at all. It was something that happened to other people. But as I've got more into energy work and working with all sorts of energies, then for me, my relationship is with this pure, the life force energy. What we're all made of. But I wondered how other people would see God, and so this is what that energy wanted to talk about today, is what are they, and essentially is, what are you? So so I was asking some questions earlier about how do you feel about God? Is it the word? And God is a word. It's just a word, but we all have so much baggage from that, or so much meaning in that we all have a very different view of that. And that's how it is. Actually, we all have an individual relationship with God, because actually we are just a part of that, a unique part of that energy, as we will find out. So and another thing that was coming into my mind when I was saying, what about the word God? How do you feel about God? Is, I don't know why it popped in, but I could say jam, and someone would think strawberry jam, someone would think apricot jam, someone would think traffic jam. So they're just words. So let's not get hung up on the word. Let's just get into that energy and find out what that energy wants to say to you today. And as and I thought I'd do some healing after around blame, because I hear so many people say, how could God let this, if there was a God, why did that happen? How could God let that happen? Why, I'm being punished by God, or all of these beliefs that we have tied up around this word. And it's time to really unravel them, and this is what this message is about, and this is what the energy of God, however you see that, is wanting to get across today. So I will just go ahead and read that out. Oh, hi Jenny, lovely to see you. So just about to read the message. Okay, so I asked, what do you want to share what do you want to share today? And the response was, so let's talk about me today, shall we? Who am I? What is my purpose? What is it that I bring you? each and every one of you. Is it the death and destruction you are also keen on talking about? Or is it the famines and the plagues and the demise of the human? Oh, the joys of being God and having this world, my universe is my playground, to come and do as I please when I please. As this is what many of you think of me, that I am the cause of all your ills, and how can I possibly allow all of this death and destruction of and on your planet, as well as the cause of your joys? And yet I am here to tell you that it is time to wake up. Wake up, my sweet children of light, because this is what you are. And as each and every one of you experienced me in your lives, it is only a short step for you to take to realize that I am nothing more and nothing less than you yourselves. And so it is I am blaming you now for I am blaming you now for all the ills in the world. And again, no, this is not the case. For just like me, the world is your playground too, and you are free to play and create and add your toys and your games and your essence out into the world as I do. For am I not only simply a reflection of you? And if I am only a mere reflection of you, then what is it that you will do to change your worlds, to change your fates, to change your wishes and create and command at will, just as you believe I do? For I am not outside of you. I am not separate of you, and so I cannot and will not allow you to see yourselves as such. And it often pains me to see you blaming me for the ills of the world, not because I am hurt, but because you are. For you do not see yourselves as I see you, and therefore you do not see me. And how can it have reached such a point that you cannot see love? See the love that is you, around you, made of you, the love in the earth and the skies, the love in the food you eat, the plants you grow, the animals you kill, and the earth you destroy. And can you imagine, even for simply a short moment in time, that you see yourselves as I see you, that you see me as who I am, which is indeed you? That you can imagine that you see and feel and hear and touch the love that is all and everything of your planet, that is all and everything of you. For the time for blame is now over, the time for passing the buck, whether that be to a politician or a boss, a husband or a wife, a friend or a foe. This is no more. This is your world, this is your life, and it is time to see that you are indeed the God of it. Your unique essence out into this world of love, made with love. And I ask you this now, in which way would you wish to see your world? If this is death and destruction, so it is that death and destruction it is you will make. For you can no longer be seen as children of the church, or children of the services, or children of anything other than children of the light, children of love. You are the light, and it is you who have a choice to bring that light out into the world. It is not for me or for anyone else to tell you what it is to think or to do or to be, but it is imperative now you know that it is you who are the creators of your destiny, and you who are the creators of your dreams. And all I ask is for you to see this, know this, take responsibility for this, and make your choice in full knowledge that they are yours and belong to no one or no thing else, but yours and yours alone. It is time for you to know your power and to learn how to use this power wisely in order to create the world you wish to live in. And I implore you to choose well, my children, but it is not in my power to do anything other than give you your power to do exactly as you choose, and therefore create that world that you choose. In light, your servant, that is God. Okay, so so a big message. So basically, what we know, this is nothing to do with religion, this is all energy, and this is, we always look outside of ourselves for answers, or for blame, we blame others, so we take it outside ourselves, or we bring. But what that message was saying was, well, who am I? Let's talk about me, as in let's talk about God, who is that's who I was tuning into, that energy. However you see that energy, it is pure unconditional love. That's what it is. So it has no, it takes no sides. It doesn't really care what we do. It just sends us out to play, and we have the choice. So basically what that message is saying is that we must know that we are our own gods, our own creators. It's nothing happens outside of us that we don't want to happen, or you know, when something does happen and we just feel that irritation or that blame, and something, you know, some terrible things happen, we have, you know, it's about learning to how are we responsible for that. And you know, if that's a big message, I don't want to quite go to that stretch today, but we can't change what's happened. It's happened, but what we can change is how we feel about it. So instead of pushing all of that anger out there and all of that blame out there, and when there is no one to blame, we blame God. But what that message is saying is that God is actually each and every one of us, because we all are our own creators. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but maybe you could listen to the message again, because that will obviously explain it far better and more articulately than I can, because I'm still getting my head around it myself. But basically, you have this, you know, you have this power. When I put something about the footballers, but they're all looking upwards for inspiration, you know, and praying that they score that penalty. But what they're doing is they're looking to themselves, they're looking to them higher selves, they're looking for inspiration, they're looking to be supported. But what they're doing is actually giving that to themselves. There's no, you know, it's not a God who's saying, actually, no, I don't think you deserve to score that penalty today, or I don't want that team to win today. That is not it. That is not how the world works. It's not how the universe works. It is up to us to take responsibility for who we are and the choices we make. And each choice has a consequence. And obviously we want to make the choices that bring about those consequences that we love, the consequences that fill us with joy. And you know, all the messages for the month of July across the board are, we are manifesting quickly. We can bring things into our reality like that. The worldly energies have changed, the universal energies have changed. We are stepping more and more into our power and who we are. And so now it really is, you know, we really do have this opportunity to say, okay, I wonder if this could happen, and it can be there. Your question will be answered, but not because there's anything outside of you that's making that happen. It's all you. This is who we are. We are so much more. We are huge. We are massive, and we have, you know, the ability. Once we get rid of all this mind chatter and all these beliefs and all these programs that we've grown up with, culturally, socially, past lives, you know, TV advertising, whatever it is, parents. All of this is kind of loaded up on, you know, and layers of who we are not. So who we are is very powerful, very huge. So and we have access to all of this information. And this morning I was thinking, I keep wanting to change the title of Wednesday Worldly Wisdom, but it's www. You know, like World Wide Web. But this is what we have access to. We don't have to go to Google for our answers. You know, Google's amazing. We can find our answers, but there's answers about anything, and we have access to that. We have that power. We have that ability, all of us, every single one of us, to go and ask, tune into the energy, tune into Radio 4, Radio 1, the classic FM, whatever energy it is that you want to tune into. You have the ability to do that. And it could be angels, it could be the earth spirits, it could be God. You know, this is who we are. We have access to this this worldly wisdom that's going on. All of us, we just need to choose to believe we can do that, and believing is probably most of the tricky bit. Anyway, so yeah, so all of this, going back to that message, and you know, when it was coming through, I was thinking, oh, you know, this is how that energy, that source energy, that creator energy is often seeing, you know, hearing how we talk about it, like if it was real, if there was a God controlling everything, then these things wouldn't happen. And so therefore you can blame that energy. So of course there is, but it's actually us that's controlling it. And as a collective, you know, we've got our own individual things, but as a collective we are creating these things as well. So, you know, I always unsnip myself from the collective consciousness, so I'm not kind of getting sucked into all of the hate and the fear and the lack and all of that stuff. You know, taking your own power is really, really key. So this blaming somebody, there's always someone to blame. So I was just going to do a quick look at healing that today, what's underneath that. So obviously don't choose anything massive, because I'm not I'm with you energetically, but I don't know what's going on for you. And also this is very quick, but this just, you know, is just going to, you know, if there's something massive that's happened where, you know, you feel very blaming someone, very angry, then, you know, just put that to one side and get in touch with me later. So we're just going to do a little bit on feeling that energy of blame, because underneath blame is usually always anger, and under anger there's always something under anger, and generally it's fear. It's fear of losing something, whether that's losing an actual person, losing love, losing face, losing dignity, losing money, losing something. There's a fear under there. So we're just going to have a little look at that. So yes, just while we're getting ready, just think of something relatively minor, I guess, like being, you know, a traffic jam. You could blame a traffic jam for making you late for work or something like that, or blaming your, I don't know, blaming your husband for eating the last slice of toast, or, you know, so I don't know, whatever it is, but something kind of minor, because we don't want to kick anyone into anything massive. And sometimes, you know, anger, when big stuff happens, anger can be quite, anger is a natural emotion. It's just how we channel it. So sometimes we need anger, you know, and blame and anger to keep us going for a while until we get justice. But always knowing that we do not, absolutely do not want to hold that in our bodies. We do not want to take that on. We don't want to carry it. So just to experience a little bit of that energy healing today, as I said, choosing something relatively minor that you might have felt blaming someone for, like, how could they do that? They've stopped me doing this, or they've taken this, you know, whatever it is, something simple. Okay, so we are going to close our eyes, so eyes closed and heart open. And taking a nice deep breath in. So breathing in all of that peace and relaxation. Oh, and breathing out and just smiling that you're giving yourself just these few minutes of peace for yourself, just time for yourself out of your head. And breathing in all of that peace and relaxation. And breathing out, acknowledging how you're feeling about whatever it is or whoever it is you're blaming for something today, just making you feel a bit grumpy. It's fine. Just acknowledging that without wanting to change it. Okay, and another deep breath in, breathing all of your thoughts back to you from across time and space, people and events, focusing it right behind your eyes. And as you breathe out, just feeling all of those thoughts just moving down, coming out of your mind, and moving down all the way down through your body, down to the soles of your feet. Okay, so often when we're grumpy or we're blaming people, you know, it just means there's a little bit of energy stuck. So when we have a shower every day, you know, we're cleaning, you know, we need to clean ourselves every day. It's not like we can have one shower and it lasts forever. So the same with energy, we need to keep our energy clean. And sometimes with blaming, there's just a bit of like stuck energy. So I'm just going to do just going to show you how to run your energy to keep it nice and fresh and clean. So if you're feeling grumpy about something, just measure on a scale of 0 to 10 right now how much you're blaming someone or how grumpy you're feeling right now. Just see what number pops up into your head. Okay, and then we'll measure it again at the end. Okay, so taking your awareness down to the soles of your feet, and imagine you can feel this magnetic pull all the way down, pulling your feet through the floor, down, 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 past the soil, down, 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 all the way down. Deeper and deeper and deeper, just feeling this lovely magnetic pull. As your feet are pulled further and further, deeper and deeper and deeper, down, down, down into the heart of the earth, moving past all the layers of the earth, deeper and deeper and deeper, down and down and down. Deeper and deeper and deeper until you reach the heart of Mother Earth, and however that looks for you. Just check if you can go that little extra layer of being asked to ground even deeper these days. So just going one little layer deeper into the heart of the earth. And imagine that you're tying those energy cords, or firmly kind of putting your feet into that spot on the ground. Just feeling nice and secure. And wrapping those grounding cords, that energy, around a beautiful crystal at the heart of the earth. And just noticing many, many colours just swirling around that crystal. And seeing if there's one colour that stands out for you today. And then allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to draw that beautiful mothering, nurturing energy up, that earth energy up with the colour that you need for the day ahead. Just drawing that up, so you're the straw, just giving yourself permission. Saying, I allow myself to draw this earth energy up, all the way up, 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 up. Feeling it pulsing beneath the soles of your feet, opening up those energy centers in the soles of your feet, the balls of you, opening up your feet and allowing this energy to move up, relaxing your feet, relaxing your ankles, your shins, your calves, your thighs, moving into your hips. And as it's flooding into your hips, you've got another energy center there, your root chakra, right at the bottom of your spine. And you're going to feel this earth energy filling that root chakra, filling that energy center up. All of that nurturing, healing energy, giving you all the support and security you need for the day ahead. And as you feel that energy center filling up as much as possible, the overflow then tumbles back down your energy cord. So you've got this, it's like a loop. So there's energy coming up from the earth, filling your body and moving back down. And as it goes back down, it's taking with it anything that is making you feel insecure, making you feel grumpy, making you feel unsettled. Or maybe there's even some physical pain that can just be washed away down that energy cord. Okay, so imagining this loop, this earth energy loop, drawing all that pure energy up, filling your body with that energy, filling that root chakra up to your hips with that energy, and the overflow just going back down that energy cord in a lovely loop, carrying with it anything that you no longer need. Okay, so setting the intention of keeping that earth energy loop flowing throughout the rest of the day, just cleaning and cleansing your energy in that way. Okay, and then we're going to just know that's happening, and then we're going to run the cosmic energy loop, source energy loop. So taking your awareness up hundreds and hundreds of feet high above you, and imagining the brightest light, brighter than the sun, and just inviting in, setting the intention of just seeing this waterfall of light coming down, falling down from above all the way down, opening up that the top of your head, your crown chakra, opening it up, and just feeling that burst of light, that waterfall of light flooding down throughout your whole body, all the way down your back. You may even feel a shiver down your spine, and as it reaches your root chakra, inviting the energy to turn, come back up the front of your body. Again, opening up all of your chakras as it moves up, taking with it anything that you don't need, anything that's stuck. And what it's going to do, it's going to come up and it's going to burst back out the crown of your head and around, like in a fountain around you, and then just falling down into the ground. Okay, so you have this beautiful earth energy loop coming up and clearing and cleansing that way. You have this cosmic energy loop, source energy loop coming down from above, this waterfall of light. Just opening up that crown and coming all the way down your body to your hips, turning and coming up the front of your body and bursting out again, the crown of your head, and just washing and cleansing all of your energy bodies as well. So it's just clearing out anything that's stuck from your chakras. So even this, just doing this, you know, for 5 minutes, it's like having a shower. The physical shower is an energy shower. So just knowing, setting the intention that source energy loop is running now. Tuning into that story that you have going on about blaming somebody for something. Remember, we're not looking at anything massive today. Just something that's been irritating you, something you went, oh, I can't believe they did that, or blaming yourself. You know, you might blame yourself for something. So just seeing or putting that story in your head, and then just noticing where in your body are you feeling that. When you're telling yourself the story or seeing the story, where are you feeling that energy of blame? We've already measured it, how intense that's feeling. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being really intense. Okay, and if you knew what colour this energy of blame is, what colour would it be? And if it looked like anything, what would it look like? Has it got a shape or a form? Then you're going to ask, imagine that you're peering underneath it. So if you could just take a little peek underneath whatever colour, whatever it looks like, what's it hiding? What is this blame hiding? What's the emotion? And if it's anger, just peek under that. What's underneath the anger? What's driving that anger? There's always something driving anger. What's underneath it? What's the emotion? And then you're going to ask, what does this energy need? What does it need right now? What's it asking for? Is it love? Is it forgiveness? Reassurance? What does it need? When you have that emotion, what it needs, if that particular emotion had a colour, what colour would that be? What colour represents what's needed? Okay, and already I can see lots of colour coming in. So whatever colour it is that's needed, I want you to allow that colour to come in. It's almost like coming in diagonally. I can see lots of yellow, so someone's needing yellow and someone else orange. So bringing that colour in and anchoring it into that place in your body where you were feeling that blame or that anger and whatever else was hidden underneath all of that. Bringing in your beautiful colour And as that's mixing in with the colour of blame, so I want you to imagine there's a beautiful ball of light out in front of you. And as this beautiful colour is coming in, it's almost kind of dislodging all of that blame or anger and that less comfortable emotion, and just seeing it move, all the uncomfortable stuff moving out into that bubble out in front of you. Don't need to hold on to it. It's not doing you any good. This is how powerful you are, the self-healing. Don't need to feel these things if you choose not to. It's all in the choice. Choose to release that now into that bubble out in front of you. All that icky stuff. Just a little bit more. Okay, so someone's chosen something a bit bigger, so we just help that along a little bit. Okay, there might be some energy around it as well, not just in that spot. So it's got a bit bigger, whatever that issue is, there's a bit bigger underneath it, but that's normal. Just, you know, release as much as you can, or just set the intention to release all of it. Why not? This is what you can do. This is the power you have. Okay, so all of that icky stuff into that bubble out in front of you, and then just sending that bubble up out of the ceiling, sending it away out of your space, all the way up, 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 high, 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 all the way up and up out of the universe, and just popping where it's going to do no harm, just be transmuted into all things lovely. All of that energy just dispersing out of your space, no longer in your body. Okay, returning back to that area that's being filled with that beautiful new color, the love or the reassurance or whatever it was, and that's anchored into that spot now, and just feeling that color expanding and expanding throughout your whole body, to every cell, molecule, and atom of your body, and filling your whole physical body and energy field with this new vibration. This is what you're sharing out into the world now. Not sharing out all that anger, sharing out all of this, how you want to feel. Okay, moving outside of your physical space now and out to the universe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Feeling so much lighter. Okay, and taking a lovely deep breath in. And just measuring now, so if you measured before on a scale of 0 to 10 how grumpy you were feeling, or how much blame you had, or, you know, anger, whatever it was, just measure that now. And you can let me know if you like, if it's the same, if it's come down, if it's gone altogether. You know, do send me a personal message. I can understand why you might not want to share that on the page, and we can take a look at that, you know, and just have a look and see what's left, why. Okay, so get your number. Just notice how peaceful your body is, how much more in peace, how much of a nicer place to be is that, not carrying all this stuff around. Okay, so lovely deep breath in, and when you're ready, opening your eyes, having a little stretch, drinking some water. You've moved a lot of energy today. This is how simple it can be. This is what you are capable of. You don't have to feel anything that you don't want to feel, and you have a choice. You have a choice all the time. Have a choice. You know, no one is controlling you. There's no kind of negative outside forces, if you like. It's just you choosing how you're going to react to stuff, and whether you hold on to it or not. So God, you are all your own gods. you know, and we're you know, we've grown up with being told, you know, if you do this, you're going to get into this kind of trouble, or you're wrong, or you'll be punished. You know, this is not where we're at. We're not. That's old school. That's old paradigm, as they say. We're in the new paradigm where you are the creators. You have the power, and you know, you need to take responsibility for that, and take responsibility for how you're feeling, what choices you make, and you know, how you want to show up in the world. And you know, it's easier said than done, I know, because we have all these patterns and programs and all this stuff stuck, but we can move that out and get you as clear as you need and want to be, in order to really show up and shine, and you know, be that manifester of your dreams and your life. So if you want to find out any more information about working with me one-to-one, then please do send me a PM, or there's a link for I offer 30 minutes free life clarity calls where we look at where you are now, where you would like to be, and what's stopping you, you know, in the middle, what blocks there are, and how, you know, we can address that middle bit so we can get you to exactly where you want to be and how you want to feel. And this is very powerful stuff, very beautiful, and quick, very quick. And also for your own personal messages, if you want a channeled message on a particular situation that's unique to you, then you know, also send me a PM, or just drop me a line, whatever, just so you can have a chat and see if it's for you. Anyway, lovely people, thank you so much for joining me live. I hope that you feel a little bit more peaceful, you know, about something you were blaming for, something you were irritated by, and just remembering how, you know, taking responsibility for you, you know, getting your own inspiration. If you believe in yourself, you have everything. Okay, all right, lovely to see you all. Thank you so much, and lots of love. Bye. Bye.